My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to The Last Divinity, covered in 25 random, and it is Monster Train. We are going to be taking this clan out for a spin, that is to say, the Wormkin non-exiled start, and then any Stygian. In fact, I think I will go with the foregone power version of the Stygian start here. Do I want to do that, or do I want to maybe go with the Frozen Lancers and just give them all consume and then go for a bunch of etch triggering kind of things? I can go either which way. I think this makes it a lot easier for me to get earlier stacks of candy. And probably to play into incants and inspires more, which is more commonly going to be how we play than the alternative. The alternative being etch. Not to say that's the only alternative, just the alternative that I was considering at the time. We've got 2 copies of Bounding Echoes here in the base deck. We've got 2 copies of Titan's Gratitude, as well as 1 of Power of Knowledge. We have Seraph the Patient. Heck, we have Seraph the Patient as well as Fell, Wings of Damnation. So we have... Oh, we got some bosses that demand our consideration. Whenever a card with Extract is played game 1 and 1, it's so good. I don't have a card with Extract in the deck just yet, but you can be absolute guaranteed that I'm going to be getting one. Oh, when a spell with Consume is played, gain a candy, or Sketches of Salvation. God, it's hard to turn down Sketches of Salvation, though. So Sketches of oh my god, it's really hard to turn down Sketches of Salvation. Merchant of Steel with a Stygian banner next to it, a Hellvent with a Stygian banner next to it, and the Divine Temple's there, so I can get a Stygian nested in a Stygian with an upgrade and dupe that super early on. Can't turn that down. Inspire to apply 2 Reap to enemy units, or Strike to gain a candy. Honestly, I probably just want the one that is going to be able to do its own thing on like the bottom floor for a little bit here. Just to buy me time for the Sketches of Salvation to suddenly to run. New draft, love it. Just more Stygian, please. I guess I would take certain inspired triggers, obviously keeping Keeper of Echoes comes immediately to mind. Just get those out, and then actually I do have something consumed, so I can throw out the Power of Knowledge here. Looks good to me. I'm just going to give that one a Fracture. That's more than enough for there. And how am I going to get the majority of the damage down here? Honestly, just get as many stacks of Frostbite out as I can. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Oh my god. Infused, extract 1 Echo Infusion. It's a 0 cost spell, and it's gonna give us an Ember back as a curse of the as a curse of the effect of the Carven Corsica over there. Incredible. Great. Perfect. Excellent. Exactly the kind of thing that we wanted to have happen. We may need some early extra damage, courtesy of that Helical Crystallis. And it's also infused, so doing well in that also. I'm not going to be able to control which units are summoned to the mid-floor. Shard Soul Carver could totally go to the mid-floor and be very comfortable with it. No real problems with that one there. This is definitely go for this Stygian unit. Oh my god, we did actually find multi-strike as well. Well, Oh. You know what? It actually might be lost luggage. That's going to get me so many buffs super early on. It kind of decreases the... No, it doesn't decrease the necessity for draw. It doesn't. It doesn't. I still need draw. I know Guild's Marker was there, but I think I will take that one instead. Don't want to get a second upgrade out on the Siren of the Sea right now. Give it like a plus 10, something like that. Because I'm about to dupe you in the next area, almost certainly. By the by, that dupe easily could be putting the Shard Soul Carver into it, in which case it's getting another extra 2 damage, and it's getting 2 armor. Right? For Inspires, but a lot of the Inspires and the Incants will be the same cards cast. But I am about to dupe it. No, I think I double dip on the value. Should be fine. We just need to get one thing cast up here on the top floor. And then as many things cast down here as we can. So, as many spells cast down there specifically as we can. So that can go there then. Then we'll... Gosh, I also really want to fracture you at least. Okay. As many triggers as I can get, please. This line makes their way through to the top, but as much as I... Oh, wait. No, I have a fracture to guarantee that I don't die to the next line. Whew. That is to say, to kill the Conduit Infiltrator so that it doesn't speed past me. Perfect. Didn't really expect that one to be much of a hassle. Bogfly, Proclamation, and Echo Snare. Proclamation does extract. It's a 0-cost spell. I'm going to need more things that extract to actually try and utilize all of the candies that I'm going to be generating. I can take one copy of it, sure. I probably shouldn't take a Crypt Builder, though, because the Foregone Powers cost me 2 cards to cast, unless they discard something like a Crypt Builder, but I can't... It's going to be really difficult to guarantee that they discard something like a Crypt Builder here. It's good frontline damage. I have a lot of discard in the deck. Fine, we'll take it. We don't have to take another one after the fact, but we'll take this one at least. Spell Chain. One of my favorite things is putting Spell Chain on Crypt Builder. It's so powerful. Because you can cast it with Offering and then have it Spell Chain and then still have another copy in hand to offer again. It's really good with Offering tokens. It's not so great with random discards, though. Because, like, imagine you've got 2 random discards in hand and then you've got a twin, a spell-chained version of the Crypt Builder. You cast one of them and it discards the other discard card, and then you've just got a Crypt Builder in hand that's giving you no value. It's rough. Just a touch rough. Yeah, that's actually absolutely perfect. This could have a dupe in it. Okay, so that means the first thing I want to do is put the Nameless Siren into the Siren of the Sea here. Okay. Then I want to go into the concealed cabin in case it is actually copy a card 5 times. All right. That actually frees me up to do something else, which is I can now spell chain the Echo Infusion, and then I can dupe that instead. I feel pretty confident right now, I'll admit. As long as I get enough draw, You are kidding me. You actually managed to get 2 train stewards out onto the field despite everything. Wow. Color me surprised. Let's just get a bunch of minions out. Start needing to get buffs on that middle core as well. Obviously, one of the best things that can happen to me is a doubling of... Wait, 1 sec here. That'll be fine. Obviously, one of the best things that can happen to me right now would be the doubling of my incant triggers. Top floor's doing okay. Tend to that, but then we take no more damage ever again. Seems a good deal as far as I'm concerned. Beautiful. Has to be draw. No 2 ways around that one. Deep Offering. Double reduce the cost of that makes it pretty effective. I mean, it is draw at that rate, right? Guardian name. No. We already have all of our minions now. Draw. I don't have slots for minion upgrades, but I am incentivized to remove the train stewards as best I can. Give them less damage. Spell weakness on the top floor isn't going to be too relevant to us. Got 2 shiny stewards. What is in here? Actually, let's quickly check the Divine Temple first. Another copy of Spell Chain. Inspired, apply +1/+1 to friendly units is good. It's far in excess of requirement right now. I don't need to put more minions in here. I need to reduce the amount of minions in here. Divine Temple, spell chaining a... A nothing? Piercing and +10 magic power and proclamation's pretty good though. And I can take as many pack shards as I would like right now. Save some real trickery. I should be okay. This counts as real trickery, constantly giving me haste minions, despite the fact that I don't even see them most games. How dare you? How do I keep whiffing on my unit summons? So glad Echo Infusion is here. There we go. Get as many casts as I can. And then one has to go down here again to prevent the hasting cast. Really, really thankful that I went for this line in the Spine Chief. It's been exceptionally important. Deep offering our way through all of those. There we go. Nice. Love seeing both of those there. I mean, to be entirely frank, I think it's quite likely that if I do this, I thought I was going to be able to make my way all the way to a kill, but instead I made my way almost all the way to that kill. And then it's simple from there on out. Thank you for the money. Extract 3, draw 3, apply consume to the drawn spells. Honestly, yes. My only thing is I need to play as many spells as possible. It doesn't matter if they burn here. Not to me. Guardian's Amulet? Look, it's not worth nothing. But it's damn close. I'll take it. Divine artifacts. Hello, divine artifacts. I could take money here instead if I really wanted to. I do want to go to the Unstable Vortex, and honestly, Hellvent giving me another copy of that same Echo Infusion is not a bad fate. Merchant of Magic doesn't even have that many useful upgrades it can really provide to us right now. I'll take the money here. Get out of here, you shiny stewards. Then I will dupe once again. The Echo Infusion means no matter who's the frontliner, I have a good shot at making them tanky enough to withstand the Seraph the Patient. That is right, it is a Seraph the Patient consideration that is being made there. Finally! Just one episode too late. Stop! Stop having it not be all Sirens of the Sea! Wish I took Bog Slime earlier. Although it was up against the Sketchy Salvation, and that's what we're doing right now. But I wish I could have taken Bog Slime earlier, I think is ultimately where I want to be going with that. Look. Sure, let's cycle there. HP gladly. Then I'm not going to let him leave this floor. Just for a little bit, just to buy me some time. Fracture's not going to be enough. So we'll probably use a Foregone Power on that. Perfect. Oh, let's get perfect discards with these two. Come on. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. It happened. It happened and I wasn't ready for it. Despite a lot of posturing. Despite saying that I would have been. I was ill prepared. Health on this floor doesn't really matter that much. It's this floor that we really need to get as healthy as possible. Beautiful. Alright, let's extract those three. Proclaim a little. Yep, see the discard card, discard the random discard card, can't activate the Guardian's Amulet. That's the kind of worst case scenario I was talking about prior. Infuse, extract 3. Interestingly, like, this costs us 1 because of the Carving Corsica. Apply Daze 3 to a unit and move it to the back. That is a hard counter to Seraph the Patient. I'll pass those, though. I'm starting to get cards that taking more copies of will actually actively harm me. Come on, incant. 7 extra energy on the first turn of battle's not bad when I already have 10 cards in the opening hand. I don't think Hell's Banners does anything for me. When you play your third spell of the turn, all cards gain +1 magic power, as well as whenever a card with Consumer's played, all cards get +1 magic power. I mean, it's nice. I don't really use my magic power that much at all, but they're fine. Let's have a look in this Divinity template. I could easily ambient charge. Yeah. That with Spell Chain is... Oh, this is pretty ridiculous. Touch card, gain a card. Okay. I think I need to get the Shard Soul Carver out here just because it's a banner unit and it's competing there. Rare Wormkin, rare Stygian Guard card. So, one of the best Stygian Guard cards that I think I would be able to get at this point. Cool. One of the worst Stygian Guard cards that I could be able to get... Oh, sorry, best Stygian card cards that I would be able to get at this point would be the Gifts of the Guard. But the problem is that exact card is the same card I desperately don't want to get. Wormkin Etchings would be nice. Oh, I don't want to get Gifts of Regard because I already have the ability to burn a lot of cards from my deck, so we would start getting towards the area where I burn the entire deck and don't really have any cards to play left. Let's go Wormkin. Oh, that's a hard pass. If nothing else, I just purged a card to gain 10 gold. So, still good. Still very, very good. I should cut 2 Sirens of the Sea right now. 2? I could just cut 1, actually. And then we can set one up on the bottom floor behind the... behind our boy. The Spine Chief. Should be totally fine. Love being able to burn that, but I also do have a Bounding Echoes in hand, so I can do it with that. Let's... Bounding, Spine... Perfect. Those are already dead without really much contribution from me at all. And now because this whole floor gains 8 damage apiece every single time I cast a card here, the only thing I now do at all ever is just cast cards here. Come on, double incant stone. Just gimme, game, gimme. I think Deep Offering is actually probably the better one here. Although I do need to place some things here on the bottom line as well. That's already enough. Fine. We'll Deep Offering. Deep Offering was 2 casts there. I mean, that's always going out on this floor. 50-50. Perfect. Another reason to constantly dupe the Echo Infusion is that it's actually consistently providing us energy, which is going to make the draw take a lot easier for us to do. Oh, hello. Welcome to hell. Glad you can make the trip. I'm not done yet, friends. Keep going. I will burn all of this deck. Come back to this floor, I dare you. I double dare you. Actually did that buff just for energy. Or rather the days just for energy there. Because it was an extract card. Lost 0. Perfect targeting. Okay, that's extremely definitely lethal. I was about to say I don't even need to count it, but the game does it for me. Just keep him going. Yep. I think that'll do. I put those numbers in the calculator and it comes up with a smiley face. Yeah, see, there's the Gift Store Guard and I don't want it. Is Symphony of the Soul anything here? So double buffs. That will only for me buff the rage, right? Double rage on an individual target. Near the end of that, we had 202 damage. So half of that from base increase would have been from... Actually, sorry, a third of that would have been from base stat increases from Siren of the Sea, and then 2/3 of that would have been from rage. Although I also lost 1 rage per round, right? So this is me trying to figure out ultimately how much rage did I have on a minion at the end. So I was 182 positive, which means about 120 of that-ish was provided by rage, which means 60. I mean, yeah, I could use it. I'm also adding a lot of very, very high-cost extract cards to the deck. And I'm going to want to play that draw card more consistently. I'd even give that holdover. Okay, I can't take Symphony of the Soul. Don't even talk to me. I told you I was going to have to go for it. I told you. I may even dupe the ambient charge. Cheetah's Hand is really rough with the lost luggage. You draw an extra card every single turn. However, in the opening hand, you've already drawn 10, so you're not drawing an extra card, and you are putting a card back atop your deck anyhow. Firewall can save us damage against the Seraph the Patient, which will summon Lightwings that go immediately to the top floor. Unless I set up on the top floor. I don't want to set up on the top floor. Worn Grindstone is as much of a damage buff as casting a single card on the middle floor. I'm going to take money. I don't think any of those benefit me more than the money has the possibility to. So I do want to remove Foregone Powers, and I want to remove Fractures. But I also need... But I need chaff in the deck to separate from the wheat. I just can't have that many cards discarding another card. So I'll burn those two. I don't think I can dupe the Ambient Charge because of... because I'm going to want to consistently thin down the deck. I think I do just get another Echo Infusion. It's so good. -1 capacity on each floor for plus 15 magic power. I mean, it does mean I can't put a Siren of the Sea as well as Spine Chief on the same floor. But they don't really need to be on the same floor. Let's do it. The Spine Chief itself just sitting on that bottom floor is already enough for the kind of sweep that I need it to provide. Okay, I'm probably going for like Guardian's Amulet cast by the Deep Offering down here on the bottom line. Nice. Like taking as little damage there as I possibly can. Ambient Charge being infused. So much better for us. Okay. That top floor. I guess we can deal with that later, still. Oh, I just burned 2 Echo Infusions? That's not where I wanted to go with that, unfortunately. It's okay. Somehow I feel like ultimately we will be fine. Throw all of those, and then one up there on the top floor, the extra 100 gold. Three waves remain. Can I keep this bottom line alive for those 3 waves? That was a really good cast. Maybe not necessarily for all 3, but as long as I keep it alive long enough, we should be ultimately quite comfortable here still. Soul Crushing Guilt. Another Echo Infusion comes back. So it takes me about a whole fight to run through my entire deck, which is ideal. That's what we were hoping for. I'll do. I was going to do the draw afterwards, but you got me, game. All right. It should be simple. And it is. Love it. Soul Siphon. Not really necessary. Another copy of Soul Crushing Guilt. I think we're actually on a good balance in terms of our extract at the moment. Return Soul. We already consumed so many cards. Hard pass. Urchin Spines. Infuse Consume. Applies 2 spell weakness to enemy units. Honestly, it's just more chaff to chew. That's fine. I want dupes more than I want removals. I don't want any minion upgrades, so this makes me quite comfy going over here. Incant. Found it. Found it. Volatile Gauge, eh? No, the 0 costing of all of my Echo Infusions is a fundamental part of this deck. I cannot take that reroll. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to random enemy unit on the floor. Honestly, I'm probably better off just using that I was about to say using that money for removals, but am I better off using that money for removals? I don't think I am better off using that money for removals. I actually think Echo Infusion should probably be a holdover here instead of Ambient Charge. I don't know if I would actually be able to match the amount of extract that's going to require from me. Decrease the cost of the Deep Offering. I should have checked here. Is this Value Stone? Spell Chain Intrinsic. Well, I think I then... Intrinsic. I do just really need to get Echo Infusions out as early as I possibly can. And put Spell Chain on something? Yeah. Soul Crushing Guilt with a Spell Chain seems good. Permafrost on what? Honestly, if I just put that on like a Guardian's Amulet or Crypt Builder even, I think I'll put it on Crypt Builder. It just means it will stay in hand until another card discards it. Offering gets another cost from removal. Elements. I might want just a second copy of Echo Infusion. Sorry, a 5th copy of Echo Infusion, but a 2nd copy of the holdover one. Yeah, that's a bunch of spellcasts. As soon as I have that, I can ignore other flaws. Quite easily, in fact. I think I will remove one more Forkhorn Power. And then another one. One of those was supposed to be the Siren of the Sea. Whoops. Dang. That's our time to go, though. Hello, Seraph. I need to buff my frontline unit as much as I possibly can right now. Without killing that Lightwing, because if I kill that Lightwing, then the Siren of the Sea in the front line takes so much damage. So I can give you Frost. I just discarded my draw card, didn't I? Okay. Really didn't want to be removing one of those, but you leave me no choice. You leave me no choice, game. That said, as soon as I get to consistent usage of Echo Infusions, every single turn, multiple times every single turn, it's gonna be hard for the enemy to do much to me. And also this, actually 1 second. There we go. That helps. Get stunned for 6 turns. I'll be with you in a moment, top floor. I'm afraid I have other floors to attend to at the moment. Alright, it's time to deep offer. What if I gained 80 health on the frontline unit this turn, though? What if I just did that for fun? That seems like that'd be fun. I was right! Alright. As soon as you come back to the mid floor, you are deceased, and we're moving on to TLD at that rate. Let's try and keep the pace as high as I possibly can, so this does appear a speedrun. Single foregone power up there is enough. It's exactly what I didn't want to get discarded so I could continue dazing you. Ultimately, don't believe that will actually matter, but would have been nice. And again. And again. And again. And again and again. Maybe charge our way back into the cards that we just immediately put back atop the draw pile and do it all again. And again. Echo Infusions. Okay, well, let's do that again. God, Echo Infusion is so powerful. It really, really is. It's mammoth power level of that. Stunning that backliner, then I can blow you up and then use this one to blow the other up. Oh, and there's the win. Ooh! A familiar figure! We recently got this event, and by recently I believe it was the last episode. Seraph gave up. Yeah, okay, so this is the exact same text. However, we are getting a different thing. The Blank Pages Relic. Artifact, rather, sorry. At the start of your turn, if you do not have a champion in hand, add a random one to your hand. So now our other floors are just going to be random champions. Although we really don't have that much capacity for them with the Frozen Nostalgia. So they actually may cycle into the deck. Wow. Taking Blank Pages actually may have been a nerf there to me. Didn't even think about that for a moment. Oh my god. You are so screwed, Divinity. What are you gonna do against this? What is your plan? I'm gonna put that up there and just have it get killed. Rector Flicker with Burnout 3. It's full level. Incredible. through all of these, and then honestly, probably immediately thereafter, maybe the Echo Infusion, then Deep Offering. Sorry, the Helical Crystallis, then Deep Offering, rather. We've got Soul Crushing Guilt for the backliner finally. As well as Ambient Charge to keep on keeping on. It's Bounding Echoes, so Ambient Charge is affected. Okay. 25. I don't really have that many good damage spells. I say as I cast a great damage spell. I think I need to try and get a clear on the bottom line at one point. Extinguish. Apply 20 damage, 5 health, and burn out 2 to friendly units. Just pop that on the top line and look at this. Little Fade and Rector Flicker in the same run? What? Blank Page is so cool. Blank Pages is like the victory lap of artifacts. In that it's super cool, but I don't necessarily think it changes whether you win or not, ever. It may. It totally may. To be clear. I'm not discounting the possibility that it could. I'm saying that it often doesn't. Oh, Sentient goes on the bottom line, spikes 40. Like, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's so good, but also... I don't know. It doesn't feel like you... I don't know. Maybe I just don't see it often enough. Maybe that is part of what is contributing here. But what I know is definitely contributing here is that Sketches of Salvation to the kill that we've just achieved against the last Divinity. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. Trying to get out of this as quickly as possible to trick the people who thought that this was going to be a loss due to the length of the episode. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. So there's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content in the game, past, present, and future. If you'll stick around for just a moment, I will give you the challenge code should you want to play this yourself. Maybe take the Bog Slime instead. See what you can go in that path. If it should please you, if it so tickles you. We earn ourselves a crown. Let's go to that run summary. Generate a challenge here for us. The challenge is Danger Movement Seating. Danger Movement Seating. Hell of a score to beat as well. At the moment, all the things I said before. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.